In this video, we'll look at a quick derivation of Archimedes principle. So before that, I hope you're knowing that in case of fluids, the pressure is given by H rho g. Now, if you ask me for the derivation of this, just very easy. Let's try. Let's just try. It's easy. So pressure is force over area, right? So force over area. So we'll consider the case of fluid. So if you take you can take force to be the weight, like it's a sort of weight, like okay. So if you assume force to be mg, so that's mg over a, right? The area, okay, right? But we need a h here. We already have a g. That means we have to prove that this m by a here is equal to h rho. This is not p. Okay, this is rho. Rho is the density. So rho density is mass by volume. Density is m by v, right? So okay, area. So area is just okay. That's mg by area is volume over h, right? It's volume by the height is area. So this h will come here. So h mg over v, right? Now m by v is rho. This is just rho. So that's just h rho g. Simple derivation. You need not just memorize these things, right? Very simple derivation. Very interesting also. Now the point of today's video is not H rho g, it's just Archimedes principle derivation. So we in this case we'll assume the thing which is immersed in the water fluid to be a cube, because it helps in the derivation. We'll just show a simple derivation. And what is Archimedes principle? Well, after we derive the formula, we will ourselves be able to state the principle. So let's do the derivation first. Okay. So let's say we have a beaker of water here. Oh my gosh. Sorry, just assume it to be like a beaker of water. Okay, just a freehand diagram. Let's say there's water till here. Okay, and let's say we have a cube here. This is not a square. Okay, let me draw a cube. The cube is immersed in water. So whenever anything is immersed in water, what happens? You see, it experiences some upthrust. So like whenever you try to suppose you immerse a mug in a bucket full of water. So when you now try to pull up the mug from the bucket, you see that the weight is very less, because the water is automatically providing you with the upthrust. So the force that you have to apply is less. Weight is basically force, right? There's a difference between mass and weight. Well, anyway, so the thing is that in this case, let us assume this height. I mean the height from this from the top of the water level to the top of the beaker, this height. Okay, you can understand. Let this be h, and let one side of the cube be a. That is clear. So this side is h and one side of the cube is a. So consider this region here. Let this be point a, capital A, and consider this region here, capital B. So at a, what is the pressure? Let's say P1, pressure 1. The pressure is just h rho g, because the height is just h here, right? And rho g will be just rho g, because the density of the water is not changing and g is a constant. At B, P2 is h plus a. Here the total height becomes h plus a, right? It's h plus a rho g, which is h rho g plus small a rho g. Here small a is the size of the, like one side of the cube, and let us assume area of the cube, area of any face of the cube, that will be just a square, small a square. Let us assume this is capital A. Okay, capital A unit square. Fine. So what is pressure? Is force by area. So force is pressure times area. So at A, F what is the force? P1 times A area. So area in both the cases, you see the force is we are considering the force which is acting on this cube, right? So in both the cases, see the face of the cube, one face of the cube, we just need to consider this area, which is just capital A or small a square. So we need not name it to be A1 or A2, just area is A. By the way, this is this A and this A is not the same. This is at point, I mean at this A, at this height. Okay, so don't get confused, please. So there is just P1 is h rho g. So h rho g times just h rho g. At B, F2 will be P2 times A is remaining same. I already told you. Right. So that's h rho g. The A will multiply with both these terms, right? Because A is being multiplied with P2. So h rho g A plus A rho g A. So let's write the capital before in this case. So capital A small a rho g. So what is capital A small a rho g? Capital A is A square. So A square times A is just A cube, which is just the volume of the cube, right? So this will just be V rho g. V rho g. Okay, so yeah, rho is the density is mass by volume. So what is volume? Volume can be in terms of mass and density. Volume can be written as m over rho, mass over density. So this can also be written as h rho g A, yeah, plus in place of v we will write m over rho times rho g. So the rho's will just get cancelled, mg. So now what here is mg? Mg is the weight of what? G is just the acceleration due to gravity. So here m basically corresponds to the just a sec. First of all, let's find out the net force. Net force or upthrust. What will be the net upthrust? That will just be F2 minus F1. The force at this point minus the force at that point, right? F2 minus F1. So if we try to evaluate F2 minus F1, you see F2 is just h rho g A plus mg minus A1 is again h rho g A. F1 is again h rho g A. H rho g capital. So these two terms will just be cancelled. That is, so all we have is mg. So this mg is actually the net upthrust. So this actually corresponds to m of displaced fluid, that's the mass of displaced fluid times g. So this is actually the weight, and that's the derivation, right? That's the derivation. So this is actually the weight of the displaced fluid. So basically what the Archimedes principle is saying is that for any body which is partly or fully, in this case we have assumed it's fully immersed in not just water, in any fluid, okay, it can be water, even gas. So then the net upthrust experienced by the body due to the net upthrust exerted on the body by the fluid is just that force. It is just equal to the force of the displaced liquid. So the volume of this fluid here, it will this cube here, it will be displacing some amount of water, right? It will be displacing this much volume of water. Now so that much volume of water will have some mass, okay, and it will also have some weight, mass times acceleration to gravity. So the weight of the displaced fluid, that is the weight is again a force. Now that force is equal to the upthrust, the upward force that is experienced by this body which is immersed in water. So this is basically what Archimedes principle says. Some of you might think it's obvious, but back then it was indeed a great discovery. So that was all about a quick derivation of Archimedes principle, and that's all for today's video. So that's all. Thank you very much.